So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring.
There's the shot! And that should get the job done. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah, he has the quarterback influence on a team so that as soon as he gets on the ball, everyone starts making runs. He's a master passer and a beautiful manipulator of the...
Fallen! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Ended up in no man's land. So what can they make of this? Messi looking to receive it in space. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here. One each for now. Thuram. Oh, easy pickings there. Neither side yet able to find the net. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. He has found the way through. Best. Good, strong midfield running here. Pirlo tries to pass it through. Bale picks it up out wide. Sylvester.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter.
It's Ronaldinho! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he's there to retrieve it. Messi, he's found the way through. That is lovely. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi showing good feet, and he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Alvarez, and it's Thuram. Heading backwards.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Mateus. Now it's Alvarez. Steaming on goalwards. Deftly away. And he's let fly. And that is doing no harm at all.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's the chance to counter. Mateus. Sylvester. And Mateus.
Ronaldinho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hullet, and this is Forlan. Pepe gives no quarter whatsoever. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And that's a good ball. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Bale. Ronaldinho. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Alvarez. He's picked his way through. That's very neat. Decent chance! Goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Forlan! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So the action resumes.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Silvestre. Ronaldinho. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's... And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Forlan. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Madrid have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for the run. Knocks it into space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Silvestre is in a really good position out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Bale being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that was nowhere near his best. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their...
It's Forlan! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Piqué is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now that's well seen too. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pirlo.
Best really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And there's the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both
Será
benches.
sustituido por el dorsal 20, Cristiano Ronaldo. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Forlan.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Se va a realizar
So we
un
have
cambio de
further
jugadores.
activity on the bench here. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
It's a wow moment. Now, that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Searching pass he's played there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Vinicius Junior! Great defending, strong and determined. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. O'Shea. Barcelona very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Baresi.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more...
Big chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So
dorsal
changes
8,
afoot here,
el
and
dorsal
from both
14,
sides.
Xavi Alonso. El dorsal 80,
Pinches
Ronaldinho.
it off him.
El dorsal 27,
Baresi.
Silvestre. Serán
Kike.
sustituidos por
And
el
it's
dorsal
O'Shea.
2, el
This is a
dorsal
promising
23,
build-up.
el dorsal 21,
And it's Messi.
Neymar. El dorsal
Messi
17,
stood his ground
cambio de
strongly.
jugadores.
That has not gone well.
Habrá
Zambrota.
2 minutos de descuento.
2 minutes to be added on. He's going for goal! He's got away with one there.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
So things are underway. Messi! Mateus. And this is Ronaldinho. No, he wasn't going to let him past. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Brilliant save from Buffon! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung... He leaps for it! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Tries to pass it through, engages and forces him off the ball. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Alvarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Still goalless. Kubel. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Thuram ventures forward. Pass somewhat off target. O'Shea.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's picked it up out wide. Shot could be on. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi makes a move down the right. Pirlo is the guilty party there. Alonso, and he's making progress on the ball. Lampard getting this one clear. Piqué. Zambrota conjures time and space where few can. O'Shea. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Mateus. And it's Ronaldinho. Pirlo. O'Shea. Ronaldinho. That has not gone well. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. Xavi Alonso. Thuram. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Looking to play him in, and he's picked out the run. He is through here. It's full on! Ronaldinho does really well there. He is strong. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Thuram. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out. He's having a shot! Oh, off the bar! And it's hoisted clear. Alonso. Gullit.
Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Picked out brilliantly. Mateus.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lampard. It's a pretty loose pass. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And here's Gullit.
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Full on! It's off target and by quite a way.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Best, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That is good strength. Is there any... Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Driving forward. O'Shea was in no mood for any of that. Bale concedes a free kick for that. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified, and that was nowhere near his best. Pirlo gets on his bike and on the move. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Forlan is offering a right smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Thuram gets it away. Bullets! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bale being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goal-mouth action.
Xavi Alonso and Mateus. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Messi. He's having a pop! And it's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So
dorsal
changes
13,
afoot here,
el
and from
dorsal
both
14,
sides.
Xavi Alonso. El dorsal 80, Ronaldinho. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, Cristiano
Last-ditch
Ronaldo.
defending, but that'll
El
do.
dorsal 2, el dorsal
Mbappe,
21,
he is on to this.
Neymar. Se va a realizar un
Big
cambio de
chance!
jugadores.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mateus. Now it's Mbappe. No, again there's no way through. Best. Driving on and making good progress. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zambrota. Best. Not the most accurate pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Neymar. He's found a way past. That's very neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Messi.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Best with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that...
And Messi! And that's a tidy finish. They have stolen level at the last. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. It made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Thinks about the shot. And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So there was to be no definitive result.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
So
we've gone as far as we can go, and this will now be decided by penalties. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. Cristiano Ronaldo is over the first kick. And he has done his bit.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Drogba is the next to run the gauntlet.
Never looked in doubt, really.
So both teams on the board. Neymar is the second man to step up for his team.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Messi, second in line for them. Big character, big moment, big save. This to double their advantage. Up by 2. They're up by 2.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
This to put them 2 up. Oh, it's a really good save.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
Best is the fourth man to step forward for them. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper. We're tied at 3 each. Fernandes is the fifth volunteer. Oh, great save! That is a great save! So it is all down to him now, no pressure. Oh, brilliant, he had to save it and he did. And that takes us to sudden death. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge. This to win it. No pressure, of course.
And that is the end of that.
Oh, just allow me to get my breath back a little here, Peter. What an ending. Fantastic.
So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional talk. And so the calm before the storm. Again, this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
He's shifting through the gears here. Best ploughing through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, that's been intercepted. Turan. Now Ronaldinho. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Hullet. That pass isn't the best. Well, they could break here. And he's being shifted off it. Ronaldinho. And here's Messi. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Piqué produces the perfect tackle there. Looking for a runner. And this is Hullet. Turan. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Driving on and making good progress. In with the challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Forlan finds himself offside. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a sharp pass. Hullet. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's good running with the ball. Alonso, there he goes, motoring forward. That's a good foray he's making. He's got away. Takes a shot. Goal! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Best. And here's Forlan.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Pirlo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Zambrota. Silvestre cuts it out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
O'Shea gets the foot in and wins the ball. Here's the return pass. Lampard, and here's Hullet. Mateus with a definite foul there. And that's going to be a booking. Pirlo. He's gone forward. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the ball's come loose here. And it's Pirlo. And the pass is intercepted. And reclaimed it in a trice. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. O'Shea. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Forlan. It's a threat. Forlan! Forlan! Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Zambrota goes direct. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Oh, he's having a go! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Bale being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach? Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Xavi Alonso. Best. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So we have
13
movement on both
será
benches.
sustituido por el dorsal 20.
Barcelona
Cristiano
still have the cards
Se
to
va a
affect this
realizar un
game.
cambio de jugadores.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Mateus. He's beaten the last man. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. O'Shea. Messi is... Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. This is a promising build-up. Some really good ball movement.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Gets a good foot in there. Ronaldinho. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Pirlo. Van Nistelrooy. Always looking for that half a chance. Messi. Chance here to counter. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem that we are headed for penalties. Best will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Baresi. Pirlo. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. For Xavi Alonso. Driving forward.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And this is Van Nistelrooy.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So
14,
changes afoot here,
Xavi
and from
Alonso.
both sides.
El dorsal 80, Ronaldinho. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 2. El dorsal
Still
22.
anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Mbappe!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe! Messi. Silvestre.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Habrá
And here's
3 minutos de
Fernandes.
descuento.
And it's Messi. Baresi does well not to be outdone there. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. No, he's not getting past him there. Great vision. There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. So, by accident or design, neither team is giving way.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
Well, we all know what is coming, and for some it may be too much. It is utterly unbearable. And he has done his bit.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Messi, the next man to walk up to the spot. And he's hit the frame of the goal!
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
This to double their advantage. Up by 2. Will that prove decisive?
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Barcelona really cannot miss this.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
This to put them 2 up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, I think the keeper did very well to stay upright until the very end.
Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This to double their advantage. That's a brilliant read.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
So the 4th man in line walking up to the spot.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Rijkaard, the last of the designated 5. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
It is the lonely walk. So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? And stuck away with ice in his veins. And that takes us to sudden death. So both teams effectively 1 kick away from the precipice.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper was going to move.
He must, but can he? And that is the end of that.
Well, that's just wonderful, Peter. The pressure was on, but that's just superb mentality. The mindset did stay strong.
So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle, admirably at times, but when it all mattered, they have fallen ever so slightly short. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you